maybe like a flower. I mean, trying to meditate, you are on flower, maybe a flower or a water, mountain, or even Sri Ramakrishna's farm. For example, chosen deity, the farm of chosen deity, Ishta Devata. So you are trying to meditate. And when you get concentrated and when it get intensified, then that object becomes life for you. Living. Life means it is living. So earlier, now when we started the meditation, it is imagination. We are trying to imagine actually. Now when it gets intensified, it becomes actual. যেমন সো আমরা তো ঠাকুর আছে বলে আমাদের হৃদয়ের মধ্যে ঠাকুর আছে বলে আমরা ভাবছি, কিন্তু যখন আমাদের মেডিটেশন ইন্টেন্সিফাই হয়, আমরা ঠাকুরকে দেখতে পারি। So that is what Savitarka. And in Nirvitarka, it is almost in the Savitarka, when your meditation get intensified, you are able to feel the presence of the object. But at the same time, you are aware of yourself, object, and the process. Okay. In Nirvitarka, nothing will stay, only the object alone shines. Means your mind is almost, it has become dormant. So only the desired object or intended object or concentrated object alone stays, alone shines. That is called Nirvitarka. Okay. Now, Savichara. So in the Vitarka, you took an object, a gross object for meditation. In the Vichara, you are taking a subtle object for meditation.
So
for an example,
from the beginning, we are taking the subtle object.
Yes.
Or we are starting with that Vitarka, and we are then means first we are starting with the gross object, and then we go to the subtle form. Not that directly.
No.
Directly we are going to the subtle object. Maharaj,
Yes,
your
because already,
video is off.
Oh, sorry. So because you are already done with the gross object. In the Savitarka, you are done with the gross object, you have attained it. Your mind is ready now. That's why in the Vichara, so they go to the subtle object.
Directly.
Like Shabda Tanmatra. Example is given like Shabda Tanmatra. Sound. So you are trying to meditate on the subtle object in the Vichara. So in Savichara, you are trying to meditate, you are meditating and you get intensified. Then what happens? You will be able to perceive even that subtle object called Tanmatra. Now for us, it is only intellectual understanding. There is called Shabda Tanmatra, Rupa Tanmatra, or whatever. Now, in a meditation, when it gets intensified, it is also called Yogaja Pratyaksha in Nyaya philosophy, that you will be able to perceive it. The Shabda Tanmatra, you will be able to perceive, means you will be able to realize it, experience it. But again in Savichara, you are able to experience the Shabda Tanmatra, but you as an experiencer and the act of experience and the experienced. 3, you are aware. And when it goes to Nirvichara, the only Shabda Tanmatra alone stays and you are experiencing that also, it goes dormant or it is not there.
Maharaj, so one thing, like in the previous, in Vitarka you said that maybe we start concentrating on our chosen deity. So in this Vichara, so what Tanmatra or what we means what will that what is represented by chosen deity? Means how?
So there you can take as Hiranyagarbha.
No, but then Thakur or form, that is nothing is there. We are directly good.
No, why you want to limit Thakur only with that form alone?
Okay.
See, this is what I tell. I think in my first of my talk in Gatam, Great Master, I told. Okay. See, when we understand Sri Ramakrishna as a God, we have got some notion, some feeling. And I gave my own experience. When I was working in library in Alsur Ashram, after a year or so, then suddenly, I didn't know that even, when I was I was working in a library, suddenly when old Bengali book I got. Just I opened it. Just I opened it and I saw Sri Ramakrishna's dead body. And it was so, it has become so thin and is just, it is like a skeleton covered with a skin. That was a rude shock on me. I closed a book, my mind went blank. Why? Because Avatara Purusha, God, and we have seen Sri Ramakrishna's beautiful form, all these things. Now we see just like any deceased person who passed away and is just like a skeleton covered with the skin. I didn't expect from the Avatara Purusha, though I have read in the life and all, but though I had read and all, I felt very bad about it, all that when Sri Ramakrishna passed away, when I read, I cried, all these things, fine. But when I saw that picture, it was a root shock. My mind went really blank, and it took for me 3 to 5 minutes to come out. And slowly, my mind started thinking, if I am worshipping him as an avatara, and if I see this condition, then how can I worship? That question came really in my mind. So I am worshipping him as a God, incarnation, and I have left my home and earth for his sake, for in his name, and he is my all in all, I have thought, and this is the fact. So my mind was unable to reconcile. It took some days, few days. Some days means few days or few hours, few days. It was keep on churning. Then I understood. God means what? He should be with a full plumpy and looks like it should be very beautiful. He should look with all the forms or maybe the weapons. He should look so with a white skin, etc., etc. This is what we have got wrong understanding by serial effect or film or whatever. Because we want to see good. What do you say? Physically handsome people. So same thing we are attributing to God also. So Sri Ramakrishna is not mere the body. Sri Ramakrishna is the truth. The truth has been manifested in that body. So why are you limiting Sri Ramakrishna or the avatar or the God in that? Say for an example, tomorrow if God comes in a new form, who looks the most ugliest person in the world, then do you deny that he is a God? Or can you deny the worship of him as a God? Because he's the most ugliest person in the world. No. So then my understanding of God, my understanding of Avatara got changed. It was a big change in my life about understanding Sri Ramakrishna. Isn't it? Now Sri Ramakrishna has got that beautiful form in the history of the spirituality, in the history of the religion, or in the gods and the goddesses. All the different religions, we have got prophets and incarnations. We have got the authentic photograph of a God first time. Because Ramakrishna and all people have seen, never mind, but whatever we get today, it is all portraits. It has been paintings. But there is an authentic photograph of Sri Ramakrishna which is available, which is rare indeed actually. First time we have got the photograph of an Avatara Purusha, photograph of an Adi Shakti, how she looks actually. And Sri Ramakrishna himself has said, when the person goes to the highest experience, yogic experience, or transcendental experience, how he looks, how he appears, similarly, this picture has been looked. He himself has certified about his copy, about his thing. And so many people, like starting from Vignan Marj, everyone has told many things about the Sri Ramakrishna's the physical form. Having said all these things, but why should we constrain or limit Sri Ramakrishna to that body alone? Sri Ramakrishna is much more. Now, when we say Om Rim Rutam, Sri Ramakrishna is being told, addressed as Om, the primordial sound by which in the Upanishad, Katha Upanishad it comes, in Mundaka Upanishad comes, many Upanishad it comes, the whole world has been emerged from that Omkara, the primordial sound. The Spotanavada and all is there in here. So it is that Sri Ramakrishna. Who is Sri Ramakrishna? Sri Ramakrishna is none other than Omkara. Means the cause of the universe, the source of the universe. And Reem is a Shakti Bija, Shakta Pranava. So just Omkara, how it is? For Tantra Shastra, Reem, if you say, that is enough. There is no need of even Omkara for that. Shakta Pranava is called Reem. Now it is Reem, is Prakriti, Adi Shakti. The primordial power, we say, from which the whole Prakriti, the whole world has been emerged, or whatever you say. So that, and also Omkara is Brahman. So Sri Ramakrishna is nothing but Nirakara Nirguna Parabrahma. And Reem is what? Adi Shakti. And Rutam, cosmic law. So who is Sri Ramakrishna? Sri Ramakrishna is cosmic law. The whole world is running in his own way, isn't it? That is based on the Rutam, which is a unique concept in the Vedas we see. Tvam Achalaha. Achala means what? You are immovable. means you are not the subject, you are not the object, you are the subject. Gunajit, Gunedya. Gunajit, you have conquered all the gunas, means you are beyond all gunas, Gunedya. But at the same time, you are the substratum for all the gunas. You see? This one line, the first three words, Om Hrim Brutam, we can talk so much. If you understood philosophy and if you can have a good understand, we will get a different picture of Sri Ramakrishna when we understand this. So why should we limit Sri Ramakrishna to the body alone? The supreme power has been manifested in that body, no doubt. But it is not that the supreme power, the power of Ramakrishna is not manifested only in that body. It is manifested there and is manifesting everywhere. Is manifesting in all of us. Is manifesting in every object, in every part, in every speck or particle of this dust. So slowly, if you can understand, if you can deepen your faith or deepen your understanding, the understanding of Ramakrishna, it gets broadened. So when you say we have to see God everywhere, everything. When at the age of 30, at the age of 14 or 15, when I heard this, I was thinking, as a childish probably in that age, I was thinking, okay, that means Sri Ramakrishna is my chosen deity. Sri Ramakrishna is everywhere. Means what? Sri Ramakrishna's form is in every heart. That's what I was feeling as a childish. Then slowly, when I progressed, when I became a bit aged, and when I started understanding philosophy and all, I understood Sri Ramakrishna is there everywhere. Doesn't mean that Sri Ramakrishna's form, that Sri Ramakrishna represents the truth. Sri Ramakrishna represents that existence. Sri Ramakrishna represents the consciousness that exists everywhere. So your understanding of Sri Ramakrishna or your perception about Sri Ramakrishna gets widened. Because of that only this prasada buddhi comes into our life. We undergo a lot of problems, lot of challenges, ups and downs. Everyone we have to sail across in the rough currents of the sea, isn't it, in our life? Either in the professional life or a domestic life, interpersonal relationships, or with our own mind, with our own selves, all these things. Sometimes we say, Arey, I have done so much japa, I have done so many things, I have done so much good work, etc., etc. Then why Sri Ramakrishna is giving all these difficulties? Why should I worship Sri Ramakrishna then? Why should I be religious? Why should I be spiritual? Because I'm seeing some materialistic people are happy, more than happy than me. Then why should I undergo all these problems, suffering? This question comes. When you understand Sri Ramakrishna right way, in a broader way, then you will get a prasada buddhi. Prasada buddhi means whatever it comes, it is the grace of Sri Ramakrishna. Let me accept, no complaints. Just I think recently I had put in my WhatsApp status also. Oh God, I don't ask you to stop the rain. Torrential rain, there is a torrential rain. I don't ask you to stop the rain. Instead, I only ask you to give an umbrella. So that hold an umbrella and I can go. I can walk or whatever. So we are always busy in stopping the difficulties, never mind. But how to face it and how to overcome it, we don't think. So once you get intensified about Sri Ramakrishna's views and other things, all these things will bound to come. That's where in the Great Master lecture I told, understanding who is God, what is God, it is also helps. It's not all the cases, most of the cases, it helps your spiritual life. It helps your understanding about God. It helps about your understanding of sadhana. Recently, one youngster came, he was asking, what is the guarantee? Now, okay, I've taken initiation, I'm supposed to do meditation, I'm trying to do, and it is very difficult. I said, yes, but possible. Yes, after doing so much struggle, what is the guarantee that again I will not take birth after the moksha or mukti? He asked. I said, it's a wonderful question. Now you tell me, what is the way out for you? For discussion's sake, argument's sake, we'll say, okay, you don't get mukti. You may not get mukti or you don't get mukti. Okay, for a discussion's sake, we will take it for granted. Or it may take few more lives. Then I'm not enjoying the world, just like any materialistic person. Then I don't get mukti also. Then what is the fun of doing all these things, he asked. I said, fine, but what is the way out for you? Is there any alternative? Is there any option for you? No. Isn't it? So all these things are understand. All these things coming to. So why do you limit Sri Ramakrishna only to that body? We have to start with that, no doubt. But Sri Ramakrishna is much more. As Purusha Sukta itself says very clearly, the only 1/4 of whatever, if you think that you have understood Vedas, Upanishads, you have understood God completely, Whatever is there, everything you have understood. Even if you say only 1/4 is manifested to the world or to the people or to the scriptures, 3/4 is unmanifested. So 1/4 is only manifested, and among that one drop, if you read all Vedas, then you may say that few drops you have taken of the Sachidananda Sagara or Sachidananda. So why do you limit Sri Ramakrishna only to the physical frame alone? Sri Ramakrishna is much more. Okay, I think it went to different angle.
No, but that means for this savichara, we can think that we are means subtle object means we can start meditating on the qualities of Sri Ramakrishna or Ishta.
It is difficult to say. It is a subtle object there.
So
So we can say
means the dualist, what the
devotional
dualist
aspect.
do.
From devotional aspect, I never thought. So Sakuna, we can say probably. I'm not very sure, but I think technically or philosophically they don't understand. They don't accept this stand. I know. So it can be said like Saguna Nirakara.
Yes, like
Somewhat we can. Here, guna means again, it is not a quality, it is an attribute. It is a nature of the God. So, in that way, we should take. Because when you say guna, though we use the word guna, but guna means it is actually swarupa. Guna, if you take, the guna is not the permanent quality of a person. Do you understand? For an example, I am good today. Sometimes I may be bad also. I'm being very patient. He's very patient. She is very patient. And sometimes she can go other way also. That is called guna. Guna is not permanent. But whereas nature, the swarupa is what? The humanness is permanent in us. Without that, we cease to exist as human being. So the guna, so-called we use a called guna, that is his swarupa, that is his nature. From that angle, we can think. So, savichara with subtle objects you are doing and gets intensified. And when you say nirvichara, again there also, that object alone shines and you, the experiencer, experience all the dualities is to exist. And in Sananda and Sasmita, what happens? Sananda, Ananda here is like, for example, the Ananda which is the product of, it is not the product, it is the result of your experience of your nature, or the supreme, or rather it is a spiritual bliss. Somewhat you have understood, you have experienced it, and you are trying to meditate on that. That's what Sananda. Sasmita is what? That is the notion of I. Don't bring the Vedantic I here, pseudo individuality and all. Don't bring it because it is particularly belong to yoga system here. So Sasmita means it is like this. Prakriti, when the Prakriti comes to contact with the Purusha, when the Prakriti comes into contact with the Purusha, the notion of I has been formed. That is what that individuality it is called. So that is called Asmita. So that is called Sasmita. So you are trying to meditate on that notion of individuality, which is next to Purusha and Prakriti. So here the process is what? The mind is been trying to go from grosser to settle more and more actually. From Ananda, you are going to that notion of individuality, existence. When Purusha and Prakriti comes into contact, that Asmita has been formed. So in the Sankhya philosophy, the yoga philosophy you have read, if you have read, then you'll be aware of this word called Asmita, which is a technical word. That is what Sasmita. So this is what Savikalpa Samadhi. In Nirvikalpa Samadhi, there are two types. So there is even that whatever here only one vritti is there. Vritti, the thought is there. For example, you are thinking about Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna is what? Content, that's called pratyaya, and Sri Ramakrishna vritti is going on. Sri Ramakrishna vritti goes, rises and pratyaya is only one, but Sri Ramakrishna vritti comes in a mind and it gets disappears. And again one more comes. So many vrittis, but only one pratyaya. But that's the reason it appears for that only one vritti is there for us. But it is not. Many vrittis are there, but only one pratyaya. Now in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, even that one pratyaya, one vritti has been suppressed. Has been removed, nullified. then what happens? That means your mind becomes inactive. When your mind is inactive, then what happens? Purusha and Prakriti get separated. When I say Purusha and Prakriti get separated, it is not physical separation, it is a cognitive separation. Just for an example, I'm attaching myself to my body when I say it is not physical attachment, it is a cognitive attachment. The notion of I am the body, I am the body. So similarly, when mind is inactive, then the Purusha Prakriti Bheda, Bheda Gnana appears. That is what called Moksha, Mukti or Kaivalya. So in the Nirvikalpa Samadhi of the yogi or yoga school, what happens? The Purusha Prakriti Bheda Gnana happens. And in the Vedanta also has got Nirvikalpa Samadhi, which Sri Ramakrishna experienced. The Sri Ramakrishna's experience of Nirvikalpa Samadhi is what? Their Jivatma merges in Paramatma. So there in the Sankhya Nirvikalpa Samadhi, Purusha Prakriti Bheda Gnana. That's why yoga. Yoga is what? Nirodha. Chittavritti Nirodha. Yoga is Chittavritti. Nirodha means what? Their self-mastery. Self-mastery means what? The Purusha Prakriti Bheda Gnana there. It is like fission, nuclear fission. But in the Vedanta, it is a nuclear fusion. Why? Because Jivatma is getting merged in the Paramatma. So the individuality gets merged in the universality. Just like we saw yesterday in the Mundakopishat class. We discussed this idea, isn't it? So that is what the fusion there. So pseudo individuality goes dissolves. I think now you have understood. I think Savikalpa Samadhi.
One more last question. That is that in the Sasmita at the end you told that when the aspirant is established in that Sasmita Samadhi, then that Purusha Prakriti that separation, cognitive separation occurs.
No,
Okay.
no, 1 minute, hold on. No. In Sasmita Samadhi, it doesn't happen. See, in Savikalpa Samadhi, that doesn't happen. Purusha Prakriti Bheda Gnana happens in Nirvikalpa Samadhi.
So Sasmita, what is the highest state of Sasmita?
There is only one type of Sasmita. There is no two types of Sasmita. Sananda and Sasmita, there are no two types. Only one type is there. Sananda, just Sananda, that's all. Like in Vichara, Savichara, Nirvichara was there. But in Ananda and Sasmita, there are no two types. There is only type. Okay. And Sasmita, in Sasmita, what happens? You will be able to experience or you are aware of that individuality. Now you are aware if you study Vedanta, if you study yoga very well with Bhashya Sutra and with Vijnana Bhikshu's Tika, for example, I'm saying, like this and all, then you are intellectually aware. What is called Sasmita? You can give a lecture, you can probably write a dissertation or a PhD thesis, but you are not really aware because intellectual understanding only. But when you meditate and when you get established in Sasmita Samadhi, you will be aware of it. What is that called? Asmita, that individual existence. So when I say you know it, means you are aware of it. Yeah.
Thank you.
But there still your mind is there, one vritti will be there. The Sasmita is the content of your vritti. I don't know what others will be thinking. What is this one with one question, half an hour over? We thought of discussing complete works, but it went to some other things.
Okay. So